You know what? It's just bad government. It's bad government in Sonoma County. You don't represent me, and I don't worry about this, but the change is coming. It might be coming slow, but change is coming. And I'm going to tell you, and you guys are not in the future. You guys are not in the future, because you know what? We got the people. And you can buy your way out as much as you want to, but you know what? It's over.
Yeah.
It's over. No. You had the chance to represent. You had the chance to represent. Give me a break. Come on, give me a break. Give me a break.
We want this man off the streets. You already received the recommendation to get Galhouse off the streets. And you ignored it. This is outrageous that you just completely ignored your own task force.
Considering the social trauma and societal wreckage that Officer Eric Galhouse has wrought upon Southwest Santa Rosa specifically, and Sonoma County in general, by savagely pumping 7 bullets into the young body of 13-year-old Andy Lopez, thereby causing his untimely death, I have to confess that I am shocked, dismayed, disappointed, and disturbed that this very same officer is still patrolling the streets of Sonoma County.
I mean, I'm asking why. I know it's rhetorical. I mean, you're not going to answer a damn question, right?
Well, there's a lot more people here than there is here, so if you don't mind. The last time we had an election for a sheriff, and most of you may not know this, over 20 years ago.
Here's the petitions. We have all these petitions. See how it's growing? See how it's growing? The last few pages here, look at all these pages here. Those pages, those are online petitions, okay? Those are alone are 1,500 right there. Then we have all these, okay? There's 10 on every page, okay? You can act like, and Freitas can tell you, oh, there are just a few people that don't want Galhouse back on the streets. That's a lie. So do your job, and don't stonewall us, and don't just stare at us and act like it doesn't matter, because it matters a lot. You need to take care of business. Take these petitions and look through them and read the names, okay? Because there's more coming every week, more and more and more. And they're going to go to the Press Democrat too, okay? The Press Democrat's going to get it too.
I would ask one of these guys, but I know they won't be able to answer me about why is it that that lady in Sebastopol that you chased for quite some time, that lady was ever driving around depressed up in Santa Cruz? And she chased her for some time. She stops in a parking lot in Sebastopol, and somehow or another, the sheriff has people that are trained, instead of blocking her in so she can't go anywhere, blocking her car in, what do? They get out and they walk around with their guns behind the car.
Escalation.
And they end up shooting her because she puts her car into reverse. Why in the hell were they on their foot around that vehicle? Where is this? I mean, I'm not law enforcement. Come on, you have to be a genius. 19 seconds. 19 seconds was how long Eric Galhouse stared from 20 yards at Andy Lopez on a clear, sunny afternoon. 20 yards away. You tell me you can't see a little boy that high, walking, swinging a little gun? You got 19 seconds to look at him on a clear, sunny afternoon, and you don't know what you're looking at from 20 yards away? What are you trained? I'll tell you what you're trained to do. You're trained to shoot instantly within 3 seconds. You're trained to make that decision that fast. Not trained to wait to see what you're shooting at.
Or is the reason for Galhouse's continued assignment to patrol duty because you, the Sonoma County Board of Supervisors, have inexplicably sat silently and idly by, circling the proverbial wagons while clinging like Velcro to the tired byline that this is just a matter for the sheriff and therefore we can't or won't get involved, and that this has provided further affirmation for Sheriff Freitas' decision to keep Galhouse patrolling the streets of Sonoma County after killing a 13-year-old boy in one of the poorest, underprivileged, and shamefully neglected neighborhoods located on the outskirts of the land of wealth, entitlement, and privilege in that fantasy fiefdom known throughout the world as the wine country. And now we learn that Sheriff Freitas has made the decision to assign Galhouse to the land of liberalism known as the West County, with the hope, I presume, that those of us who live in that socially and geographically resplendent part of this county will will be more sensitive, compassionate, and understanding of his plight and won't mind at all. Well, guess what? I do mind. And so do scores of West County community members with whom I have spoken. In fact, they have become downright aghast and appalled when I have broken the shocking, scary news to them. To date, you have failed to heed the concerns of a majority of your constituents and act upon the task force's internal recommendation to send a letter to the sheriff asking that Gale House be reassigned. I am asking you now to break that silence, demonstrate true leadership, and write the damn letter.
Your statement, we'd like to believe that you want to hear from us, and Shirlee Zane has chosen to not be here. And we also are not videotaped and shown to the rest of the public. Only us, only the public is not shown to the public. So that does not show respect for us. I worked hard to try to create a bridge, because I invite all people to come to the table at this critical time on this country. And I first contacted you, Susan Gorin, on January 28th. On February 19th, you responded accordingly. I anticipate that the task force may make a lengthy presentation to the board, depending on how many groups or organizations would like to address the board. We would potentially allow you 15 minutes to a half hour for your information. So, you called me yesterday, and up until then I had sent you other emails saying, you know, where do we stand? Only the time was in contention. There are no other groups that are going to present. And we were willing to stop for the 15 minutes. But no, you offered us our own time. You offered us to have public comment time for our time. You weren't offering us anything. The country is exploding. The world is exploding. You people have either going to represent us, or your time is up. Not our time, your time. So come to the table. Wake up. A child is dead. And what really bothers you all is we have not emotionally let go of that feeling of a child dying. We haven't decided to nitpick about words about tiny little changes. We are done with our people being killed. We are being murdered.
Who got to you?
Susan
The council is not getting elected. That's where they're getting.
Followed by
their
Alan
rules.
Friedman.
That's who's running the
You
show.
should address us why you changed your mind.
Yeah, why?
Why you lied?
Yeah, why don't
Why?
you?
That's why Susan.
Oh, we don't get to know why you
Don't be
changed
a
your
coward.
mind? We don't get to know
You
that?
can respond
Tell
to
us.
You can't tell us why you lied to us?
Every time.
Please let Susan speak.
They started a clock.
Every
You
time
better start it over.
I think it can't get worse for my supposed representatives, it gets even worse. That we have to be ignored at the same time. I can't count how many times I've been told by an elected representative, oh, we wish the people would show up. We wish they would participate. Crocodile tears and bullshit. Only government organizations and law enforcement and special interests who are going to agree with you get to present. Is this democracy? We get no recording of us. We insist, and we are going to make it happen, that PowerPoint be presented when it will be on the record.
Right.
Hear, hear.
This is a total sham. This is the proof to supervisors. This is the proof that you don't care. If anybody wants to read, there's articles about the sham election for sheriff in here. There's the exposure of all the money behind James Gore. And other issues are all about the people who are behind that from Carrillo. We can learn who owns this government, and we know, since there's only 2 supervisors up there, that it sure ain't us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Susan.
And I would suggest, have you tried picking up today I got to pick up what the real thing feels like? Have you tried?
Alan
Have you
Friedman?
tried?
Alan, are you?
You know, if somebody got killed, I'm telling you right now, man, if somebody got killed in Fountain Grove, you guys would be over there day and night.
Yep.
Day and night, baby. And you know what? You have the best psychiatrist over there giving them therapy.
We will be adjourning the meeting today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Go and read Andy Lopez's autopsy today. What if that was your grandson?
Yeah.
It'd be a whole different story.